way, we use some sort of applications to browse internet stuff. Earlier, it was not like that. Of course, right now it's not like that. In the background, a lot of things will happen. For example, if you want to upload or download some files from the server, generally people, once upon a time, people used to use FTP, file transfer protocol. There will be a separate server will be there, like FileZilla will be there to upload and download. And FileZilla server also will be there to serve as a file server. It's still there, but still right now, most of us are using web browsers to interact with such type of servers. Same way as you're sending an email, if you'll open just gmail.com and you'll compose an email, right? But once upon a time, people used to use, that means almost 20 years back, there will be specific commands will be there, like SMTP commands. SMTP commands. People used to use them to communicate, to send and receive emails. So right now, the major doorway to interact with the internet is web browser as well as mobile applications. But once it was not like that, but still in hidden layers, web browser also communicate with these servers only. Web browser also will use in the background, will use these SMTP commands only, but it won't be visible for us right now when you're composing an email. Okay, so web browsers is interface for internet, we can say in that way. So whatever the things you're browsing through web browser, we call them as a web applications. For example, Google search engine is a web application. Instagram is a web application. Same way, most of the things like whatever you browse through your web browser or web applications. So those web applications may have some sort of vulnerabilities. Important word. Today's session is one of the important sessions to know about the vulnerabilities and how to secure it. Important session. Okay. So different kind of vulnerabilities will be there for web applications. What kind of vulnerabilities? I'll give you the list of vulnerabilities for websites. If you understand them, you can protect your web applications from those type of attacks. Now, whatever I'm going to tell you are common for both mobile applications as well as web applications. Most of the things are common for both mobile applications and web applications. First kind of attack which can be performed, I'm telling you the list of attacks now. The first attack which can be performed on web applications is SQL injection attacks. Okay, first take injection based attacks. Injection based attacks. The first one is injection based attacks. Today, some of my interns also will join to demonstrate some of the techniques which I told yesterday. Yesterday I told you, right? Some interns will join with us. So they are going to demonstrate some sort of hacking techniques today at the end of the session. Probably at 11:45 or 12 o'clock, we are going to have small demonstration. Okay. The first kind of attacks which can be performed on web applications or mobile applications. The first category is injection based attacks. Injection based attacks. Under injection based attack, there are multiple things of injections are there, like SQL injection, HTML injection, PHP injection, which are code injections, JavaScript injection. In written, JavaScript injection are called as cross-site scripting attack. Cross-site scripting attack. Next, directory traversal attack. Directory traversal attack. Next, local file inclusion, remote file inclusion, local file inclusion, brute force attacks, You name plenty of attacks are there which can get into target's website. If you notice, even Google got hacked multiple times, Facebook got hacked multiple times. Just research with the word called Google Hall of Fame. Just search with the word called Google Hall of Fame. You can find various people, various bug bounty guys who find the vulnerabilities of Google. Okay, here you'll find the list of people who found the vulnerabilities of Google. So what they're finding, they are finding the vulnerabilities of Google. That's why they could able to get into this. Same way, Facebook white hat. Facebook white hat. Facebook white hat is also one such type of thing where Facebook is also offering some money for the people or for the guys who could able to find some sort of vulnerabilities in their logical or security issues or some sort of business logic issues also. White hat program. Here also you can find a number of guys and girls who found some sort of vulnerabilities. So Instagram also has some sort of vulnerabilities. One of my friends, Mr. Lakshman Muttaya, uh, he he recently addressed some of our interns. So Lakshman Muttaya found a vulnerability in Instagram. He can reset anyone's Instagram account password. He found a vulnerability. With the help of that particular vulnerability, he can reset anyone's Instagram account password. Do you want to know how to do it? Just go to reactions, raise a hand. I want some active participation from all the people. Only 25 participants around raise the hand. Hello, good morning. Please be reactive, proactive. Some are at 2. Okay, see here. For example, if you would like to capture someone's reset the password, I'll tell you the technique what he used later on. After a few minutes, I'll tell you, because I want more active participation. Right now, only 45 participants around raise the hand. I want more participation, and I'm not radio jockey to speak on. I want interaction from you also. Okay. After some time, I'll enable the chat. We'll discuss the things. So what we have to understand, there will be some bugs. We have to find the bugs and we have to patch those bugs. That is the ultimate target of a web application penetration tester. And we are going to see some sort of live websites, how to hack into some live websites also. Let me tell you some more vulnerabilities. Local file inclusion, click jacking is another one. Click jacking vulnerability. CSRF, cross-site request forgery. CSRF, cross-site request forgery, where you can find all these vulnerabilities. Very, very important one, where we can find all these type of vulnerabilities. You can find all these vulnerabilities in a website called owasp.org. In a website called owasp.org. The full form of this website, Open Web Application Security Project. Open Web Application Security Project. In this website, you can find the top vulnerabilities of web applications as well as mobile applications. So if you would like to patch your mobile applications just to make sure that no one can hack it, what you have to do is you have to find your vulnerabilities yourself and you have to patch it. We're going to see some of the live vulnerabilities now on the live websites, and we are going to learn how to protect it also. Okay, let us start the game now. Okay, let me show you the top vulnerabilities. Then I'm going to show you the live session. The top vulnerabilities. Yeah, this session is very, very important because in next coming 40-45 minutes, you're going to see different kind of vulnerabilities of various websites. Here you can notice injection-based attacks, broken authentication, sensitive data exposure, various kind of vulnerabilities are there. Cross-site scripting, n number of vulnerabilities are there, right? Insufficient logging and monitoring. tomorrow we are going to have probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, one of the sessions will be on forensics. In forensics, we are going to discuss about logging and monitoring. Logging and monitoring. Very, very important session. 2 sessions will be there on forensics in this 5 days program. Okay. Actually, tomorrow I have to address SRM. So I may shift the timings also. I will update you, okay, regarding that. So this is one of the top, these are the top vulnerabilities for web applications as well as for mobile applications. If you can understand these vulnerabilities and if you can patch your web applications from these type of vulnerabilities, you'll be secure to a very good extent. Okay. Now let us stop recording. We're going to see those vulnerabilities on the live websites. Sir, please stop recording, sir. Sir, Ragendra, sir. One minute, I'm calling him. Yes, record will be started now. Yeah. Srivatsava, unmuting you. Please ask your question.
So the issue is you have discussed several things about the security, but I want to know that if I have some applications installed on my mobile, they are vulnerable and they are prone to show my data to several users. How can I secure my mobile's application? Because they are published from some other users, some other company, or like say if my Instagram is vulnerable, how can I secure that particular thing?
Sir, yesterday I told you 3 types of attacks are possible, right? Client-side attack,
Yeah.
network-side attack, server-side attack. You can protect yourself from these 2 attacks like client-side and network-side. You cannot protect from server-side attack. You cannot protect yourself from server-side attack.
You
So we have to
gave
remember.
You
Yeah,
gave
you
us
have to.
the idea to install an antivirus software and all those things. Have done all
Yeah,
those things,
even if you have
but still the
antivirus,
data is
yeah, even if you have an
data.
antivirus in your computer, you are uploading all your data to a remote server like Instagram.
Exactly. My data is on
Yeah,
cloud,
yeah.
so I
So
cannot
it's
be
not
very
in your
sure
hands
that my
anymore.
data is
Yeah,
not.
it's no more in your hands anymore. Once you upload to third party, it's no longer in your hand. You cannot protect. It's only vendor should take care of that particular part. You cannot risk about the server side security. The only thing is you can take care of this client side and network side security. You cannot take care of server side security being a client. Got it? Who you muted yourself, I think. Yes, sir.
Good
Your
morning,
voice is
sir.
breaking. Good morning.
Sir, there are
One
different.
minute, 1 minute, Dash. 1 minute, Dash. Let me complete Srivatsava.
Okay.
Yes, Srivatsava.
So my point.
Srivatsava, your voice is breaking. Srivatsava, your voice is breaking. Now it's not at all audible. Let me unmute you again.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible now.
So the issue is there any way to check that whether that particular server side is means good, vulnerable, or bad? Means is there any rating agency or somewhat database which we can check?
You cannot check because you don't have authorization to check, do penetration testing. What you can do is you can ask them how they're saving your data. It's
Okay.
important word now. How they're saving your data. For example, if they're saving your data in hash format or in encrypted format, for example, password should be saved in hash format. Your photos should be saved in encrypted format. There is a security certification called 27001. If they follow those guidelines, if they have strong keys, and if they encrypt your data, if they say they are encrypting with 128 bit or some bit, then it's not a big deal. Even if some hacker hacked into those particular server, if he steals the data, he cannot decrypt it if he don't have keys. So what kind of encryption are they using? You have to ask them when you are storing the data.
Okay.
If
Because I am
passwords
about
must be hashed,
G.
photos and other kind of conversation must be encrypted
I'm
with some
about to
strong
get into some
authentication.
website business. That is why I asked. Thank you, sir.
You want to get into that business?
No, I want to get into that websites because I'm about to post my website of some kind. So I was worried about all these things because I was not knowing this earlier that this kind of things can happen. Because if some user is sharing my data with me, so I can ask the server side right now, as you have told with the hash encryption and the
Yeah, ask them
encrypted
what kind
formats.
of standards are they following to encrypt your data.
Okay. So
If they,
mostly we ask about the uptime only. The
yeah,
security
uptime will
part is,
check. Yes, bandwidth will check.
but
But
security
how they
is
are
very
saving the
important.
encryption? Better, application is in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Mobile web application is in your hand. So encrypt the data at your layer only. At
Okay.
application layer, you can encrypt the data and
Okay.
make sure if application server got compromised, your application is also in the server. So they will get the keys and how you're encrypting also. So make
Mhm.
sure to use some strong algorithms to hash and do all these activities. Okay.
Okay.
Make
And
sure keys are not stored in the same server.
okay, sure, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Das, please ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, actually, there are various different types of SQL injection, and one is blind is SQL injection. We know theoretically what it is, but can you give some practical example how blind SQL injection is done?
Here, actually, blind SQL injection means response is not properly, you'll not get. We'll just throw hands. Maybe it is that, maybe length is this, maybe length is 12. Based upon the response, if he is not giving proper response, then we'll keep on using some sort of statements and we'll guess it. Most of the guesswork will be there in the blind SQL injection.
So can I say when you were giving dot slash, that is one type of blind SQL injection?
No, that is not SQL injection. That is directed traversal attack.
But you were
Dot
guessing.
forward slash. That is directed dot forward slash means come back to previous folder, come back to the previous folder, come back to previous folder. That is what the instruction. I have not passed any kind of SQL command in that. I have passed only
Okay.
come back to this particular folder, come back
So,
to this particular folder, like that I have passed.
so previously when we were using that user ID up to 3 to 6, 3 to 10, that can be considered as a blind.
3 to, yeah, not blind. We're guessing it. Blind SQL injection means that particular web page don't respond to you at all.
Okay.
It won't at all respond. Previous web page which we saw is responding to your queries.
Sir.
It's not blind SQL injection. It's normal SQL injection only. Okay, in blind SQL injection, it won't at all respond. You're from which college?
Centurion University of Technology and Management.
Orissa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You started at Srikakulam or Vishakhapatnam, I think, your university.
Okay.
Later on. I think your university started in Vishakhapatnam, I think, right?
No, sir. From the beginning, I am from Odisha.
No, not you. Your university. I'm talking about your university.
University. Centurion. Yes, there is one university at
Branch.
branch at Vizag.
Okay, fine. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah, Kadam, unmuting you. Please ask your question, Pratik. Any more questions from you, Das?
Yeah. So you talked about the Google Hall of Fame and Facebook White Hat. So can you guide us about the bug bounty programs, how to go about it?
Yeah, just open the website called bugcrowd.com
Okay.
and there'll be list of websites will be there where you have to figure out the vulnerabilities of those websites. If you could find the business logic vulnerabilities or security kind of vulnerabilities, then you have to report to them. If you report to them, they'll verify that, they'll add you in Hall of Fame.
Okay, sir. So, and about SQL injection, we need to first initially find out that certain URL which is having that particular parameters passed. Then only we can perform, right? We cannot
Yes.
directly pass the domain name and search for SQL.
For scanning purpose, you can, I already showed you various vulnerability scanners. For
Yes, yes.
vulnerability scanners, you can pass the direct home page.
Okay.
But for manual SQL injection, you have to pass the exact URL
Yes, right.
because it's not going to crawl the other pages. For automated scanning, you can go ahead and do it. For this one,
And,
you have to scan.
and so, what could be the research area in this web application vulnerabilities? Any idea?
Just open OAPS, sir. There are a number of things you can discuss.
Okay.
In OAPS, there are a number of vulnerabilities will be there. You can write different kind of tools for logging and monitoring. For these type of things, you can write some sort of tools. Still, almost say 60 to 70+% of websites are vulnerable for these type of attacks.
Right.
Of course, firewall is there, but you can make that firewall in AI-based firewall. Right now, also I'm working related to that. Just
Okay,
work on
so
these issues. There are different kind of issues for web applications. Come up with the solutions for this.
yes,
Of course,
thank you.
firewall is one of the best solutions. If you can come up with another solution, it's fine.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Sai Vinod, unmuting you. Please ask your question.
Hello, sir.
Sai
Hello,
Vinod.
sir. Can I?
Sai Vinod.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sai Vinod, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
sir. I have already did a certification in CH. I have doubts in accesses, sir. Can you show me in accesses?
Tell me.
I have some doubts in accesses. I mean, cross-site scripting. Can you show that?
Tell me what's your doubt?
Actually, I didn't hear all that accesses. Can you tell me about that
Do one
access?
thing. First thing to understand, do you know DOM?
Yes, sir.
Document Object Model.
Yes, sir.
Just open W3 schools. Just study complete W3 schools of Document Object Model to know about cross-site scripting. First point. You
Okay,
must be
sir.
good at JavaScript. If
Okay,
you don't know
sir.
JavaScript, you cannot understand cross-site scripting.
Okay,
Point number
sir.
two. Point number
Oh,
two. What's the
okay.
purpose of this cross-site scripting? For example, let me give you the theory part of it. First point. If you log into your Facebook, how Facebook server is recognizing you? Based upon your
Uh,
cookie. Based upon
yes.
your cookie, Facebook will recognize you. So
Okay.
a cookie, where the cookie will be stored? It will be stored in your browser only. For example, if you log into one of the websites, here it shows the cookies. Cookies. So based upon the cookie, it will identify you. So
Okay.
with the help of DOM, document.cookie,
Okay.
you can grab all the cookies of that particular web page to a
Okay.
specific variable. That variable can be passed to other website to store.
Okay.
So if you know DOM, then you can understand this particular thing. Document.cookie will grab all the cookies of that particular web page.
Okay.
Then it can be passed to a variable. That variable can be passed as a parameter to another web page which stores the particular variable.
Okay.
Okay. Here in this cross scripting, one of the main purpose, one of the main targets is to steal the victim's cookie.
Okay.
If
You.
here again, two types of vulnerability should be there. One is at application level problem.
Okay.
For example, if that application allows us to execute the JavaScript, it
Yeah.
is one aspect.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have to execute that URL in victim's browser. We have to send a link. If you click on that link, then
Okay.
also one JavaScript will be executed in the victim browser. Then also you can steal the
Okay.
cookie. Stealing
Okay.
cookie is one of the targets. Second target is redirecting the user from one web page to another web page. For example, if he opens our web page, which we have our JavaScript on that particular web page, he'll keep charting in that particular web page. After some time, we will redirect that particular website to a fake web page so that he
Okay.
may enter his username and password. Otherwise, we will redirect him to a malicious website
Okay.
where he will download a malware. So
Okay.
redirection is also another way for cross-site scripting. Second benefit of cross-site scripting. Third one.
Acha. Okay.
Third one, we'll post some links to improve our search engine rankings. This is
Okay.
the third one, where the issues with cross-site scripting. I'll tell you one game. Just play this game.
Okay.
xssgameapps.com. Here, multiple levels will be there. Around 6 levels will be there. Just complete this one. You'll understand the basics of cross-site scripting.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, I am having one more doubt. After the attack has done on our system, can we track the? I mean, can we see the traces of that attacker machine in our machine?
Logs, LOGs.
Yeah, logs and
Forensics
can.
will discuss those topics.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more
In
thing. You
forensics, we'll
have
discuss those
told
topics.
that you will hack mobile phones today.
Okay, I'll invite my interns. I'll invite my interns after some time.
Okay.
They'll show you, okay? But I don't want to show that one because it's public. We are in public platform. I thought not to show that one.
Okay.
We are in public platform. It's better to skip that particular topic. I thought to show today morning also.
I just want to know. I have already done with a Metasploit. Are you also using that or something else?
If you use Metasploit, you need a public IP address.
Yes, I have done in WAN also. I have done it on WAN also.
If you don't have public IP address, you have to use NGROC kind of settings.
Instead of my public IP address, I have done with Portmap. Do you have any idea about Portmap, sir? Website. A website
It's
called
not port
Portmap.
mapping. It is NGROC. NGROC kind of server we have to use.
Yes, sir. I have done with portmap.io. It is also helps us to do port forwarding. Yeah.
It's not just for port forwarding. We have to make our IP as a public IP. Your dynamic IP should be made as a public IP. And no IP services we can use.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more thing. Last thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
On first day, you have done an for number hijacking, right? Of a teacher.
Okay.
What is the tool you have used in Storer?
I don't tell you how to do it. Okay.
I mean, I have done with other numbers. I have used some applications to change my number.
Okay.
I'm just asking. That's it.
I don't tell you that one.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I don't tell you that. Okay. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, Karthikeyan, ask your question.
Yes, sir. So, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, your session was wonderful. Just only one doubt I am having, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, without rooting the Android phone, can we hack the phone?
Yes, sir. Hacking means getting unauthorized access.
Yeah.
Of someone's data. It doesn't require rooting. Doesn't require. Without rooting, also you can get the calls, SMS, camera capturing. A number of things can be done without rooting also. So it's possible without rooting also.
Okay.
If you root it, you'll have some additional features like getting some internal memory stuff.
Okay.
Internal memory of various applications you can explore.
Yeah, sir. Yesterday you suggested a firewall, like no root firewall. We can, if you are installing, can we say we can be safe or something like?
To some extent, you'll be safe, sir. If you have firewall and if you just block the unnecessary connections, you'll be safe to some extent.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, Aman Kamble, unmuting you. Please ask your question. Aman.
Yes, sir.
Shivam Mishra.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, Aman.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, the tool you explained na, for SQL injections attacks.
Yes.
So
yes.
I want the name of the tools who are responsible for that particular attack, because 2 or 3
You
months
want name
before.
of the tool of the attack? I didn't get your
No,
question
no,
exactly.
I want the name of the tool.
You want name of the
Because,
tool?
because 2 months ago, I do one SQL injection attack on the government side.
Why you did?
SQL injection attack, SQL query fire on that
You
particular
did?
text box. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
You should not do it. You'll be arrested if you do it.
no.
You don't have any right to do it.
I'm going to try, but it is in failure mode. So I
Even
want
for trying also, you are not permitted to do it. See, there is there is nothing called I want to try a murder, but I don't want to murder you. I just want to place this knife just beside your heart, and I want to screw it. I just want to try it.
Okay.
It's not allowed.
Yes, sir.
Even
Yes,
trying is also
sir,
not allowed.
please, sir, those the tool you have
Yeah,
mentioned
tools
in the
I'll tell you, but
practicals.
don't try these things. It is 100% crime.
No, sir.
Yeah, I'm just typing on the screen. You can check out that. SQL Map, SQL Ninja,
Okay.
Harvage,
Yes, sir.
JSQLi. These are some of the tools you can write. We already saw how to do it manually also.
Sir, some of the matrimonial sites are again vulnerable sites, no, sir?
I have to check.
Hello.
I have to check. Okay.
Sir, because by applying SQL query in the admin username and password, one of the session I have attended by the
one equal to
faculty
one.
of
That is for
QA
login
Pune.
panels. Yeah, for few login panels will allow you to log
Yes,
in
sir.
with 1 equal to 1. A true statement you can pass.
Yes, sir.
The login panels.
Yes, sir.
With that also you can log in.
Okay.
Yeah, that is basic SQL injection. We just saw advanced SQL injection a few minutes back.
Yes, sir. 1 equal to 1.
Yes. 1 equal to 1, A equal to A. A single quote equal to single quote A.
Sir,
yeah.
Because yes, sir.
Your voice is breaking, Aman. Aman, your voice is not audible now. Shivam, unmuting you. Please ask your question. Shivam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Shivam.
Yes, sir. Sir, as a few years back, it was discovered that some browser extensions in Google are stealing browser data. So I just wanted to know about like how these extensions are exploited to steal data from browsers.
When you're reading this particular thing, when you're giving reading permission to the extensions, they can do all the nonsense activities.
Sir.
Because
So
yesterday we saw one specific browser keylogger, browser-based keylogger.
Yes,
so
sir.
that what kind of issue? Because it is able to read the permission, you are able to read the content of the web page.
Yes, sir.
It could able to do a lot of nonsense activities.
Yes,
so not only browser extensions, most of the applications in Play Store also collecting your data. So don't add any kind of third-party extensions to your browser.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's dangerous. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Usha Jain, unmuting you. Please ask your question.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
So my question is that when we apply SQL injection through URL, when we pass parameters through URL, but if the parameters are from some post method, then how we can apply SQL injection on that particular site?
Whether it's post parameter or get parameter, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If it is post parameter also, you can say you can use the same attack. If it is SQL injection, you can use one more option called -p. You can use that option, that those parameters will be sent in a post format.
So can you give one example for that?
Yeah, let me open Harvage.
Okay, thank you, sir.
See here. Here get parameter is there, right? Instead of get parameter, just select post parameter. And instead of typing those parameters here, just type those parameters in post data.
Okay.
Got it? Then it will be sent.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Next question, Shamraj, unmuting you.
Sai sir, thank you for the wonderful class as always. So I want to ask, like, is it possible for us to make some good part-time money with bug hunting?
They are earning some millions. Many people are earning some millions. It's good choice. You learn a lot of new things. You may not earn immediately, but let me tell you what Pranav Venkat told one thing. When Pranav Venkat, that guy found this particular vulnerability in Google, like what kind of vulnerability means? A remote code execution vulnerability he found in Google servers. What he told was, he worked for 6 months. He may not find the vulnerability, but he could able to find this small vulnerability in just in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So 6 hours, he tests some tens and hundreds of web pages and parameters he may not find, but just in 2 minutes he may find. Some luck also should be there. Some luck also should be there. So he found that remote code execution vulnerability in Google servers was a special invitee for just Google. Got it? So it's very good choice. You can try, even if you cannot figure out any kind of vulnerabilities. It's a learning path. No issues. You can do it. Okay.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So what all are the knowledge we should acquire for doing that?
Yeah, web application security. Just study OWASP complete. OWASP complete.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Manoj Kumar, unmuting you. Ask your question.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Manoj.
Good morning, sir. Sir,
Tell me, Manoj,
is
what's your
there
question?
any open source for checking vulnerability of websites, sir?
Sorry,
Is
what's
there
your
open
question?
source for checking vulnerability of websites, sir?
Your voice is breaking, Manoj.
Sir, I'm audible, sir.
Manoj, your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Tell me, Manoj.
Is there open for checking vulnerability for?
Open
Hello, sir.
Okay, Manoj,
Open
we'll
source
take your question
software for
later on,
checking
okay?
vulnerability of websites.
Yeah, I told you, right? Vulnerability
Okay,
scanners.
sir.
Vulnerability scanners was the software to check. Use vulnerability scanners to check.
Sir.
Have you missed the first 20-minute session, Mr. Manoj? We discussed the vulnerability scanners. Check those. Yes, Navneet, unmuting you, ask your question.
Yes, sir. So
Yes,
these tools you are saying, this Hives and all, these are basically hack tools. So if you'll put it on your computer, so is it harmful for your own computer?
Sometimes, yeah. If you search Harvage in online, you will get Harvage along with Trojans.
Yeah. Even SQL
Sometimes
Ninja and
these
all,
tools
they
will
are with
harm
the
you also.
Trojans and
They act
malwares.
like a backdoors. Yes, they act
So
like
they
a
harm the
backdoor.
own computer. Okay, okay, sir.
Dangerous only. Okay. Yes. Sai Vinod, unmuting you, ask your question. Sai Vinod, ask your question.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, I have forgotten one more doubt. Sir, in last month, my friend has downloaded one application. With that application, he got some ransomware, sir. Actually, it's a new ransomware. Do you know about it? I'm asking. He after downloading, it has asked him while installing to off his firewall, Windows
What are you
firewall,
studying?
and also
What are you
I'm
studying?
studying. I have completed my BSc, sir. I am doing CEH.
How you got Atal?
Sir?
How you got into Atal workshop? This FDP.
Sir, actually, I am a AU student. My professor had sent me this link.
Okay. See, if you get ransomware means almost you lost the data. If you got ransomware means almost you lost the data. There is no direct solution for this ransomware. But if those scripters are famous, there is a chance for decrypting the data. For that, there is one website called nomoreransom.org. Some decryptors are there.
Okay.
So if you can't find the decryptors here, you lost the data. In fact, you lost the data completely.
Okay.
some decryptors should be there.
Oh.
If you find the decryptors, then you are lucky. 99% of the times you don't find the decryptors. 99% of the time you lost the data.
Yes, I have also tried this, but we didn't get any result on that. Yes, my friend lost the data total. It just encrypted all JPG files and MP4 files.
Yes.
And TXT files also, sir. That's it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But before it encrypts and further, I'll tell you one setting which you can apply in your Defender. Just open Defender.
Okay, sir.
One option you can enable. If you have enabled that particular option, you'll be secure to some extent. Just come to virus and threat protection settings. Turn on the antivirus.
Yes, sir.
Scroll down. Here you can find one option called ransomware protection.
Yes.
Go here. Just choose on this one. If you on this one, to some extent, it will be protected. Not to 100%, but to a good extent. Ransomware protection must be turned on.
Yes, sir. While installing, it has asked to power off all these active protection layers also, sir. That's why I'm asking. Do you know any name of that ransomware? That's why I'm asking.
Every day, there are more than 1,000 ransomwares are coming in the market.
Okay.
Just Google with the email ID, you will get the information. That ransomware will mention a Bitcoin ID or email ID. Google with that, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Binal, unmuting you, ask your question.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Sir, I wanted to ask one question. Is that what is the difference between backdoor and trapdoor?
Trapdoor, I didn't work on it. Backdoors generally means the official websites, official softwares will maintain a connectivity with the with your computer. For example, if you install my software in your computer, I'll maintain a backdoor so that I can communicate with your computer at any time. That comes under backdoor. Generally, I didn't work with trapdoors and other things.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Santosh, unmuting you, ask your question.
Sir, am I audible to you, sir? Good morning, sir.
Yes, Santosh, good morning.
Sir, you said that checking some of the web pages vulnerabilities is a crime.
Yes.
Sir, but some people has
you should
checked.
not do it.
Yes, sir. When they are checking the vulnerabilities, they have to take the permission, sir.
Yes, written permission.
Sir, if the permission is not taken and they have done the vulnerability check, sir, if they inform to the
yes,
sir?
They can report case. They can file a case.
Sir, instead of they are misusing the vulnerability, they are informing the company that it is a vulnerability to you, and the company
100% it is crime. That company can file a case on this guy.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I thought you said that
it's not
Google
legal.
Fame and
If you
some
go, if you
some of
scan
the
a website,
vulnerability checkers are there, no, sir?
Yeah, if you scan a website without the owner's permission,
yes,
even
sir.
not intended to harm him,
yes, sir.
even scanning someone's website is also crime. He can put a case on you.
Okay, sir.
Even if you report them, it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
don't have any right to scan without his written permission.
Okay,
don't
sir.
do it, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Sushil, unmuting you, please ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, actually, today I hear that I am using Connect broadband. Today my internet is not working properly. I asked the Connect company. He saying that someone hack our broadband connection. This is possible, sir?
If they are spoofing your MAC ID, it's possible. You have to check whether they are spoofing your MAC ID. Also check your Wi-Fi router. Change your Wi-Fi router password. Even if someone hack into your Wi-Fi router, if you set a strong password, it will be secured.
No,
change
sir.
Wi-Fi
They are
router
saying
password.
that it's problem from their side.
It's problem from?
from ISP side, internet service provider side.
You said ISP, he himself said your system is hacked, right?
Okay. So
So change your Wi-Fi router password. Change your Wi-Fi router password.
I
That is a
also
strong
seen
password.
that your Wi-Fi router pathway is very old. Kindly change this password.
Yeah, set a strong password. Set a strong password. Minimum of 10 characters.
Okay, okay.
Caps, smalls, number, symbols. Minimum of 10 characters. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all participants for joining us today's session. See you tomorrow. And Raghavendra sir, please take over. Raghavendra sir.